Good morning, professional photographers of Idaho and beyond. I'm Bob Ryder.
And I'm Jen Alvey.
She is our president. She's the boss lady.
Bob is our secretary.
I am the secretary.
He's the man.
I take notes at meetings and stuff.
Yes.
And get some documents going. But
and a whole lot more.
welcome to Friday.
Yes. TGIF.
You know what though? My Friday.
But that means I'm more busy.
My Friday is busier than the whole rest of the week was combined.
Yeah. My sessions are always, the weekends are usually
and
packed
you've
for
had
me.
a client rescheduled this morning.
Yes.
For this afternoon.
Yes.
That's just nuts.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's life.
So we want to bring you this recap. Let's see, Larry Fry says hello. Larry Fry's usually standing right here.
We miss you, Larry.
But Larry's not feeling great, so that's good. Yeah. Carrie Grant is here. Good morning, Carrie.
Hello.
I know we're going to see a lot more people coming on because I can see there's a lot more people standing there watching. So if you are on, please give us a quick shout. Awesome sound. Started on time. Excellent.
Thanks.
I've been standing here for an hour waiting to press the button.
He's
what can I say?
He's been working real hard on it.
I've been working real hard on it. So anyway, we want to bring you a recap because we're just back.
Yeah, I'm still riding the high. I think it was so good.
So we just came back from our fall retreat. We do this every year, all over the state, sometimes out of state. Last year was down in Wendover.
Yeah, that was fun.
This year we were out in Tetonia.
Yeah, by Driggs. By the Tetons.
Driggs. I had heard that Driggs was like this little one-horse town, and I get there and there's a grocery store. I'm like, this thing's better than any grocery store we've got in Meridian. It rivals the Albertsons.
It kind of has to, though, right? If it's a
fabulous.
Small town.
It's fabulous.
You have to have everything there.
Great. You could tell there's been investment in that community. We were at the Teton Peaks Resort. They treated us really well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Definitely delivered more than I expected.
That's great.
So that was good.
They just kind of gave us free reign of the place. They were very supportive. They had free beer in the office.
They did have some free beverages.
Free beverages.
Adult beverages in the office.
That's my kind of place, right? Kimberly is on as well. Good morning. Gordon is here.
Good morning.
This is like the house crew.
Well, they want to see all the pictures because they were kind of in them.
All
and
right,
they contributed as well.
So yesterday, I put out a text message. We have a group text of about 20 people. I put out a text. Hey, I want your like candid snaps, just your cell phone. So I don't want your finished pictures. I want to see what retreat looked like through your eye. And so that's what we're doing today. This is the through our attendees'
through the
eyes.
lens.
Through the lens of our attendees. I actually had that typed, but I really want it anyway.
Yeah.
I love the idea. So if you can tell, I'm excited about this. So I put this out yesterday, and then I asked our board for pictures. I asked a few too many people for pictures. And yesterday, late evening, I built a cool slideshow here that I'm going to show you in a couple minutes. And that's got like 40 pictures in it. It moves. Nice. It's about 3 minutes. It'll be a lot of fun. It moves pretty quick. And then I got like another 20 to 30 pictures overnight while I was sleeping. My phone's going ding, bzz, right on the nightstand. And we've got a lot of really fun pictures. I gave you a quick preview earlier when you got here. What's great is I got pictures of people that I didn't already have pictures of in our mix. So I'm excited about that. I think we've got pictures of most everybody that was there. Carly is here. She says, hey, y'all.
Hey, Carly.
She didn't say, hey, y'all. She said, hey, all.
Oh, hey, all.
Hey, all.
Yeah.
I would say, hey, y'all.
So she's saying all to us and to those of you watching. So
yep, that's good stuff. All right, so we've got a couple of announcements.
Yes.
So the first thing that I'd like to do is welcome our new members because we had a surge in membership come on. Why don't you do that for me? Yeah,
so we're so excited. We had, I think, the benefit of us having an event a little further on the east side of the state brought in some of the more local people from those areas, so they didn't have to travel as far. So we do try to get around. So just mental note, we did it, guys. We went that way.
We did.
And we'll kind of keep doing it. But anyway, so we're happy to say we have some new members.
And I know some of these folks aren't from there, but they're from here. So we've just had a surge in membership. So why don't you run through some of those names just to shout out. Good morning. Welcome to Professional Photographers of Idaho.
I apologize right now if I mispronounce your name, but we have Sandy Medina, Yanira Calhoun, Colleen
McIntyre. Or
McIntyre.
One of those.
Sierra Riddle, C.A. Marks, Jackson Robbins, Yen Wan, and Amy. Yen. I don't know how you. And
Yen, we're glad you're here, man.
and Amy Goodman. So welcome. We're so happy to have you.
And with Amy comes Charlie.
Yes, the most
Amy's
adorable.
got an awesome little dog.
Is it?
I think it's a Labradoodle.
Labradoodle, yes.
I think it's a Labradoodle.
It's the kind that you just don't want to stop petting.
And by it, I mean he.
Yeah,
he's
adorable.
like fun and wanders around and gets love everywhere. He came and
was,
laid outside our travel trailer.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, I'm here," right outside the travel trailer. I was pretty stoked on that. That was a lot of fun.
It was.
So welcome to Professional Photographers of Idaho. We're glad you're on board here. You know what I love is when people realize the value of belonging to something bigger than they are. Mm-hmm. And we talk a lot about the value of belonging to our organization. So I don't want to land on that today, but it just energizes me when people see that value. And clearly, we're seeing more of that now. People are, I think, wearing out of the everything virtual thing. Don't wear out on the lives because we love being here and we love talking to you guys. Golden Doodle. Kim says Charlie is a golden doodle. I was close. Labradoodle.
Golden doodle.
Golden retriever. Poodle doodle. Golden
awesome
doodle.
Blend, the one that doesn't shed, I think.
Andrea's here also this morning.
Oh, good.
That's very cool.
Good.
I would love to be able to have all of this in front of us so they don't have to keep looking away, but the reality is this is next to me and I don't have it in my face. So I do have to spend a little bit of time looking away. Let's go to our next announcement.
Yes.
You think we're ready for that?
I think so.
It is, what day is it today?
Well, we already said it at the beginning. Friday.
It's Friday, but it's also October 1st.
Yes.
That makes it the first Friday of the month. And here's what we've got going on.
Going to kick off the month.
This is exciting. Why don't you tell them a little bit about this?
Okay, so each month, first Friday of the month, same location,
I think I'm going to
same
move our
time.
heads.
Put it on your calendar. It is our Friday Live lunch. Friday Live lunch. This is the Friday Live. Sorry.
Yeah, it's our Friday
Live.
Live.
I'm so used to saying Friday with the word live.
We piggyback the live by about an hour.
Yeah.
We're going to meet over at Idaho Pizza on Fairview in Meridian.
Yes.
And it's just gab time. It's socialized time. It's a great chance to kind of burn off a little bit of that work week stress and share your successes, your victories, and your losses maybe sometimes with peers, with people who know. I've got to turn the iPad back on because that's coming up soon. Sorry about that.
Well, I will say if you've never been, don't feel like you have to know anybody to come. It is not like only old friends getting together.
Yeah, this is a great chance to just come and meet
check us out.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, you take your pizza and run. If you don't like us, you can, you don't have to stay for more than lunch. So it's an easy way.
Carrie's telling us, I'm not sure Amy is ever coming home. She's still in Driggs.
Oh, okay. Good for Amy. I know we definitely thought we could have stayed longer. It was just so beautiful there.
That's my
really
wife
nice.
and I both. So we pulled our travel trailer out there. You're going to see we caravanned with Larry on the way out and the way back. That was just a lot of fun too. A lot of the folks here know that I have fun when I travel with Larry. There's some hilarity that ensues. And we had radios and talked the whole time, and it was wicked fun. But we had our travel trailer out there, and we were like, we really,
I totally would have.
We really should have just planned to stay another day.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were really enjoying it. We opened our door. I don't think I put that picture in, but we opened our door, and there's beautiful aspens that have turned golden and just
yeah.
It was awesome. It was really cool.
I think fall came a little earlier.
I'm gonna bring us
year,
back.
Honestly,
here we go.
Turning colors.
So join us at the Ppi Luncheon today. It's just a time to get together, have some food, and connect. And the cool thing about Idaho Pizza Company is they have a lunch buffet.
Yes.
It's cheap to have lunch, and it's kind of an all-you-can-eat deal. So come and eat, fill your face, and fill your tank with some fellowship too. It's really a lot of fun. Let's see what's next. Oh, I would love to play the video next.
Oh, yeah.
But I need to do a little bit of Who's It's over here. So bear with me just a minute while I get that Who's It's. I just have to do a little Who's It's over here.
Yeah, I was going to say back when you were talking earlier about the value of coming and your membership, I just wanted to add that value increases when we get more people. So you're part of that value. And when you come, then that's what makes it fun, is when you're there and we get to meet new people and you just broaden your network and your friendships. And so hopefully those of you that came will continue to come because that's what's adding value to all of us. So
I get to meet people, which, that's me.
You love people.
I do.
Yes.
I enjoy meeting people. All right, so I'm going to drop a video on them.
Okay.
Hopefully, I've adjusted the sound from the slideshow that we can still talk over it if we want to. and make some commentary. So here it goes. I'm going to tell it to go. I'm going to bring it in, and it's running. They're hearing it. We're not. It's actually in the headphones. It's good. So that was our caravan. This is just a really fun, there's like 40 some odd pictures in this. My wife had a great time out there.
And my husband did too. He really, really enjoyed just hanging out and participating.
You know, we need to talk about your husband.
Oh, well, I always like to talk about my husband.
I adore how he brings his food game to everything we do. And
it was nice to not have to think about it. Like he was just
handling it the whole time. He's always there. Like, he would be easy to overlook because he's always there serving. Mm-hmm. He's got a servant heart, and he just does such a great job with the food. We had told him, hey, we'll come out and help you make the breakfast on Saturday morning. We get there, and you know, he's got everything done. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what can we do for you? He's like, crack the eggs. Like he's literally set the eggs aside on the table so we'd have something to do.
Those horses were so beautiful.
Oh, amazing.
So nice of Kim.
This was the first opportunity I've ever had in my life to work closely with horses, to learn about what makes them work and what makes them worried, and learn about their personalities a little bit. And I worked with Chili for hours, and really just a great connection there. Really enjoyed it.
So that's what I love about this organization. You don't have to be a professional to join, but we are offering professional level information. And so like, next time I work with a horse now, I feel more confident as a professional to do so, that I'm not going to cause harm to, or you know, to be able to handle that situation. And so thanks to programs like what Carrie offered, we can be more prepared.
Well, and one of the things that she said, probably right there in that picture, as the photographer, you don't need to touch the horse.
You don't.
That was great. And the other thing that I learned, and I filled that role, was they need an assistant. Somebody needs to be handling the horse.
Yes, dedicated.
So your person who you're photographing, who's there to be photographed with the horse, let's say you're doing seniors or something, they need a handler there to work with the horse so you can work with the senior. It was brilliant. I learned so much. Truly, besides traveling with Larry and caravanning and spending time with my wife, the equine program was a real highlight for me. I tried to include a little bit of everybody in the slideshow. You'll see a lot of my wife because I take a lot of pictures of my wife. You can see the aspens back there in the background. This is Craig Lemire teaching his class.
Yeah, he definitely offered some good tips, and he really tried to gauge his conversation, I think, to the audience, whatever level you were at. He was very approachable and accessible, and trying to really help people. So I loved his program.
Really neat. I was there for his seat, so that's the end of the slideshow right there.
Awesome.
With us traveling back. Let's bring us on screen.
I can just hear the applause.
Yay! I had a really good time with that. I'm going to jump over here. I need to bring our graphics back. There we go. So that was the slideshow portion. And then what I've got is I've got some cool collages that are kind of a still assortment of those same images. So I'm going to bring these up. We can talk our way through them.
Okay.
And then I have even more images that are here on my iPad that came in overnight that I simply didn't have. Oh, I'm covering
This is so great because it always seems like when we have our next event, we want to share past pictures of all the fun we have together, and now we've got a really nice collection. So thank you to everyone who shared your pictures with us.
All right, so I'm going to drop these up. This is a still presentation of some of the images in the slideshow, plus a few. So I'm going to run that now, and we can just talk over the top of this for just a minute. I tried to group these. This is Carly's Boudoir class. They did an outdoor boudoir.
We might have an encore for Carly because I know there were many people interested in her class that didn't get to hear everything because we had a lot going on. So what I heard was top notch.
That's awesome.
Really, really good.
That's great to hear.
Yes.
So the slideshow's there we go. All right. So then, so that was Carly, and then this is just some snaps of Craig's workshop. Like I said, I was there for the classroom portion of that over by the horse camp, and then I didn't get the practical part of that because I had to dash back and set up to record the afternoon workshops.
Yeah, right.
And your workshop in the evening.
Yeah.
So we didn't stay for this, and this is that thing that we build in is a little bit of that fear of missing out.
Yes.
Like I feel like I missed something by having to be somewhere
you
else.
totally missed out, Bob.
I totally did. And
you should have been there.
Bringing Craig was my idea, right? Like, let's see if we can get Craig Lemire out here. That was awesome. So just super grateful that he brought his A game out there. And let's see what we've got. Sam Marvin says, what's up? Well, it's Sam Marvin Photography,
Sam.
so that might not be Sam. Carrie Grant says, yes, please. I want to attend Carly's course. Again, so Carrie was teaching, so she couldn't do both, right? Let's see, what one do we have up there? That's that one. This was the equine workshop. I can't say enough about that. I enjoyed that immensely.
And big applause, Carrie, to your very beautiful and informative booklet that you printed out for everyone.
That was
That
gorgeous.
was really helpful.
That was gorgeous.
And for those who maybe were not in Carrie's class that wanted information, that was a great take home you could take with you. So
I need to get
And
one.
beautiful work, by the way. That whole thing was just gorgeous.
I think she said Sam printed that for her.
Well, he did a good job.
Yeah, beautiful presentation too. All right, so the next thing, this is just a little bit of the people and the travel and the Teton Tiger sign that I saw outside a little brew pub in Driggs. I thought was too neat to not photograph. You can see our trucks and trailers there, and I think the snap of the horses is from when Carrie and Kim were on a ride.
Oh,
on
cute.
Thursday,
Yes.
I think.
I feel like I'm on the horse.
She said she wanted to get the horses tired out so they'd behave for the classes. And then here's a little bit more fun. Of course, my wife is prominent in these because it's all I had yesterday when I was putting this together. But I sure enjoy that. Carrie says, thanks, Sam, for printing it for me. Larry Fry says, yes, thanks, Carrie, for the takeaway. Carly's, Carrie, thanks, Carrie, because they're having a little side conversation along the way here. Pretty exciting. So then here's some pictures that didn't make it into the slideshow. That's what I've got here. And then
I love it.
I've got a few more even coming along. What can you say? Horse butt.
I feel like that's a meme waiting to happen. Like, you could put all kinds of captions. In fact, we should throw it out there and see who can come up with the best meme.
Okay, so there's your challenge, right?
Yes.
Is to what's?
Is this one chili or is that the other?
No, this is Darby.
Darby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Darby has the white socks and the white down.
Okay.
Her head.
And Darby is the older horse?
No.
Or is
Chili
Chili?
is 25. Darby is 6. I think.
Sorry, Kim. I'm just getting it
Here
straight.
is a picture that I just think is exquisite. You're only seeing part of it. This is
It's a zoomed in picture.
Yeah, it is. But the Tetons, of course, we were right there. This picture is cool. I think this might also appear. Yes, it does over here. So I don't need to show that twice. So I can flip that away. There's that picture. We're going to come to that in just a minute. And then over here, this is this is where we did our retreat.
Right there.
Right? What can you say? That was
Amazing
just
views.
incredible. I'm going to come back to us for just a minute and just say, so the next thing I'm going to do is a whole bunch more pictures that came in, like I said, overnight. I think I've got another 10 or 12 here. Came in this morning or overnight, and I just didn't have time to pour into the switcher and everything. So this looks a little bit different. I have to make sure that it's connecting. It keeps disconnecting because it goes to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like I have a big Anka display to power. So it's doing that. Let's see what's going on here.
What'd you guys think of the pictures?
Yeah, Kim says they snuck away for a beautiful ride. Yeah. We were talking about her horses. She just loved my girls. Darby.
Yes.
Awesome sauce. I'm going to come back. And every person that poured into PPI, from the food to the instruction to set up and tear down, all of it, every bit of it. People really poured their hearts into this.
They did.
And the time that was spent preparing for the classes, I know you didn't just show up and teach, right? I know Carrie put a lot of time into it. I know that Kim put a lot of time into getting her horses ready for the class to be photographed. And Craig, I know he brought his A game, brought a whole passel of equipment, right?
I think it's great you really get to know, so even when our own members are teaching, you really get to know them so much better. Like Mia, I got to know her better just by listening to her present her knowledge, and I just adds my respect and admiration,
smart
right? And
girl.
Yen, like I didn't know him either, and I learned so much.
I don't think I've ever heard Yen say 3 words.
Yeah.
And dude blew his presentation away.
He did.
He was so well prepared for his presentation too, and this is a great time for us to talk about. So we did. There was a pavilion at the resort.
Yep.
Where we did your presentation, Mia's presentation, Sky's presentation,
Sky's, yes.
and Yen's presentation, Saturday afternoon, evening, and Sunday morning, all which were recorded. And
it was quality because this guy did it.
it's good
so
stuff.
We got good
it's,
sound.
you know, we're outdoors. The wind's blowing, the sun's bright, and there's trucks going by.
Or the fire was crackling.
Well, but you know what? The mics that we use these same lav mics over there, and they did a really good job isolating just the speaker. You can hear a little bit of the background, but it's not distracting at all. I didn't think it was anyway. The most distracting thing for me was the bright sun and the grass behind the speaker.
Yeah.
And I had to expose for my speaker, so that's blown out. But you know what? Tough. I wanted to see the speakers.
Yep.
Right? So that's what we're going to do. Where they're going to find those on YouTube, but only for folks that attended
attendees.
the workshop and only for the folks that attended the retreat, with the exception of your presentation.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Right? Which is available on our YouTube channel to the public.
Yep.
Okay? Great stuff. I need to scroll. We don't do this very often. Where are the recordings of the classes if we miss them? So first of all,
Yes.
Go to our PP of I YouTube channel. You're already there if you're watching us today. I need you to subscribe to the channel. All right, that's going to help us gain visibility within our professional community, and that's important to us as an organization. It's important to me as a creator. But you're going to find them there. Sometime in the next few days, Larry's going to be sending links to where you can drop pictures of the models for the TFP, to also the unlisted YouTube videos of the, I don't want to say proprietary conversations, but
the paid content.
You paid to be there, so you have access to that content after the fact. A pretty common way of doing things. Larry says, you're going to get an email today, and then he says, like, as soon as I eat lunch. You having another sandwich today, Larry? He makes great looking sandwiches.
I saw his
He
post,
posted a picture of his Sammy.
Nice
That's
Sammy.
good stuff, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's come back here. I've got a few more pictures to punch through.
Okay.
I need to dial up a different machine here. So these are streaming from a tablet, and you're going to get them in whatever version they were sent to me in. And some people's phones take tiny pictures. Some people's phones take great big pictures. So this is stunning. And I think we had a snippet of this in the other pictures that I showed. Mike Collins, bummed to miss the retreat. Dude.
We missed you.
We missed you. Like, I thought about him and wished he was there. Same thing with Gordon. Man, you guys need to.
Gordon wasn't there.
Yeah. You know,
and we were close to Gordon.
The thing is, and I know this to be the case, I'm going to come back to us for just a minute. I know this to be the case, is money is not infinite.
I wish it was.
Right?
But yeah, it's not infinite.
So I know that, like Mike, for example, has been to Africa on a photo safari. Right?
You can't have to pick and choose.
That's where his dollars went for that this year, and I totally get it. Gordon's got a huge project going on. I don't know if I can I take this?
No, that's okay.
Can I tell you? He is building a phenomenal studio on his property.
Nice.
I am so excited for him.
We'll have to do a tour in the future.
His resources, we're going to go down and do a live from there.
Oh,
right?
Nice,
we'll do an Idaho Falls live out at Gordon's new studio. I think he's going to get it mostly finished before the crazy season of winter strikes down there, because it's harder to do that kind of thing when there's snowdrifts in your driveway. Yeah, so we would love, the reality is we almost always see 20 to 30 people at these things. So even though we didn't see some of our regulars there,
we had so many.
We had a whole bunch of new people there.
It was wonderful.
So can you imagine how great it would be when we have all of our regulars there, and all of the new people there, and All right, so back to the pictures, right? So I said my bit, right? I'm just happy to have these guys along, and they're having a little conversation there. Gordon, I wasn't really asking for your permission to come to a live. I'm going to come to a live. He says, sure. I'm like, yeah. I needed your permission. I guess I do. He's got to open the place for us. All right. I'm sorry. A little spastic. I'm excited. All right, here we go. We're going to roll through a couple more of these. Look at the color as the sun's setting on the Tetons here. There's horse butt. I already had this picture in there, so I'll roll right on by. I think Robbie Robinson might have sent this over to me yesterday. He sent me a handful of pictures. These are some of the things that I just didn't get to see because when I wasn't handling horses, I was running video.
Yeah, right.
So I didn't get to do this exploration and see this great stuff.
Yeah, a lot of open farmland you know, in the valley there, and then the Teton Range was just gorgeous with all the trees.
I love this picture. Here's one for Larry. Oh, Cary Grant is telling Mike, I want to hear about your Africa trip. Hey, Mike, what say, I'm going to come back here for a minute.
Maybe he needs to come on.
What say you and me do a live together, and we'll run a bunch of your favorites from your trip. I think that would be great.
Yeah, because I think those of us who've never done any kind of photo trip, like I know that was more of an African safari, maybe we don't even go that far, but just like even knowing how do you prepare and pack.
I would love to hear about some of the details on the back side of that.
Tips and tricks, and then we see your work out of it. That would be really cool.
That would be awesome.
I vote yes.
So Mike, we're just roped you in.
Yep.
And I've got time like next week to put something together. Actually, we need to talk about next week because I have to go to Utah for a volleyball tournament. We're leaving Friday. So I'll have to get back to everybody about what live's going to look like next week. Maybe I'll do the live and dash, kind of like I'm doing today.
Yeah. Or Sam has equipment now. So
yeah, he does. He just mentioned it yesterday when we had our board meeting. All right, so back to the pictures for a minute. Mike says he did a slideshow for the California affiliate. So let's bring your slideshow here, bud, and then let's break down the how-to. Like, how do you do an African photo safari? Anyway.
Yes.
He's going to do a great job with this too. I'm going to have to stand on a box or something because he's a lot taller than I am. Just some snaps from around the
Carla's
time.
class.
And again, I didn't get to see. Oh, I switched this back. Here we are. I meant to do this. A lot of switching today. A lot of moving parts. A lot of different sources.
That.
This is awesome.
Snuggling the horse.
Did it work? No, it didn't work. Okay.
I think it did.
Did it?
Yeah.
On the screen?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's so fun. And this is Chili.
Yeah.
She's just such a gentle giant. I really enjoyed my time with her. Did you send me this one?
Yeah, it was just a phone shot of,
That's all I asked for. I didn't want anybody's polished work.
Right.
I wanted to see this event through their eyes.
But this is where we had the landscape class with Josh Packer, and he drove us around to some nice views and vistas that we got to shoot, and he gave us some tips along the way.
So I totally missed this.
Yeah.
I never left with Josh.
I'm hoping maybe we can get him to...
I introduced myself, and then you guys went away.
Yeah. So it was fun.
That's awesome. All right, so let's see what else is here. This is that Mia?
Yep.
That's Mia talking about her. She did SEO and some social media optimization. We need to get her on.
Yeah,
and have her bring her show to this. Maybe just like a snapshot of her show, of her conversation. This is a great shot of the pavilion that we worked in for our presentations. At the end of this, at the far end of this, is an awesome fire pit. And by awesome fire pit, I mean it's
massive,
25 or 30 feet round, and with a big awesome. I really enjoyed that. Let's see, there's not too much more. Oh, this is wonderful, and I wasn't at this class either. Yeah,
that was a tail end of Craig Lemire's class with the models that Carrie, I think, was able to get to come. We had an older gentleman and I think his wife. I wasn't too sure the relation, but they were great to work with. And then this lady right here, her name's Amy as well. So no, the model by the horse. Yeah. Yep. They all did a fabulous job. It was actually hot. I thought for sure we were going to be like...
It was like 85, 86?
Yeah, we all got a little sunburn. It was just like so much sun.
Well, the sun... So I went over to Amy at one of the classes. We were back. It was Craig's class, so we were back from working with the horses in the field, and she's sitting there, and I look over, and all I see is red and red.
She was glowing.
And I walked over, I'm like, you're getting a sunburn. Because you don't necessarily know if you're really concentrating on something else. Anyway, she got pinkified out there. Yeah. Redified. So let's see. There might be a couple more. Oh, I thought these were really cool. Yeah. Somebody told me yesterday that she loved how he used this. I think it's a White House, a WHCC. It's a cardboard box,
It's a box, yes. From images that came in from, White House. So this is Craig's tip. He brings his box so that if he ever has to lay on the ground, which he did there, he can lay down and not get himself dirty or whatever. And then it can also double as a...
See, and I would way overthink that. I'd be like, I need to bring a mat or some kind of thing. And he brings a cardboard box. This is, and I'm going to punch this back here, This is, let me introduce you to professional photography. I bring a cardboard box to lay on because he knows he's going to lay in. You don't want to lay in the scrub brush, man. This stuff is nuts, except the horse. The horse, Darby tried to lay in the, like on a bush.
I saw that, yeah. It's not very
like,
comfortable.
no, I like scratching the back and I don't know. I'm not a horse, but
I think
anyway,
it's great though for maybe newer photographers who think you have to always buy branded products for every little thing that goes into professional work. Sometimes you just like Jimmy rig or whatever.
Yeah, a little bit of improv. I'm going to come back to this because Carrie says Amy and Cusco. I assume Cusco's the horse.
The horse, yes. Thank you for the names.
Yeah, very cool. And I am loving that we've got so many people on board today. Mike Collins says, yes, let's set a date. I'm going to do that, brother. I'm going to we need to have lunch anyway. I've just been kind of out straight. We just talked about this picture. Coming to the next one. Here's another one.
Yes.
Lots of great.
I really loved that when Craig was there, he was helping some of the newer faces and maybe newer photographers, like literally looking at their cameras, helping them with the settings, having them try it, looking at it. Okay, let's do it again. Let's figure this out. Just so great with that hands-on. So very valuable.
I think I have finally run out of pictures to share this afternoon, this morning. We're still morning. Let me just come back up here. I think that we're going to be able to end a little early today, which will be good for you because I know you've got
maybe I can make lunch. I don't know. I've got
So if we get you out of here now, you can blast home, get ready for your thing.
Yeah.
And then still make lunch?
I'm hoping.
Okay. We're hoping too.
She's coming at 2, so even if I come, I got to make sure I'm back in time.
And I've got to pick my son up from school at 2.
Yeah.
Because, well, you know, because you pulled up out front of my house. I'm taking my 8-year-old camping, just the two of us tonight.
Yeah.
And
do it before it gets
cold. He's so excited. So I'm going to pick him up early from school. We've already cleared it with his teacher. And
it'll be fun.
Pretty exciting. So I'm going to do the lunch as well today, but I'm going to be out of there.
Who else coming? Say in the
shout
chat.
out if you're going to join us for lunch.
We want to know.
That would be an awesome thing to have. I'm going to drop a new slide on here. I have to. It's actually over here.
Well, while you do that, I just want to say, just as a reminder about the model images. For those of you who maybe are not as familiar, because we have some new people in our group, if you came to the retreat and took images, we kind of work this thing out with most models. You get our images as payment. So for their time, they're expecting to get images and ones that hopefully you've done your best effort to polish them up and give them something that they would really enjoy as payment. Well,
and what's really cool is we had a couple of impromptu find a couple of models in the community.
We did, yeah.
So I'm sure they would love to have their, so we call this TFP, Trade for Portfolio, Trade for Pictures.
Right.
It's common in our industry if you're not familiar with it, but this is how we pay the models that come to our retreats. So as when you get the email from Larry this afternoon, please, I'm going to say done is better than perfect. Don't be judgmental about your own images. I'm going to pull back a little bit.
Even if you're really like, oh, I saw Craig took it, his pictures are going to be better than mine. Send them anyway.
Everybody has a different
angle, different perspective, and they're just getting, they have more images to choose from, the better for them. So please do that.
That's good stuff. All right, so I do want to hit on this real quick. Larry and I try and always hit this as we do our conversations. You can join Professional Photographers of Idaho for $10 a month or $100 a year.
It's a steal.
It's a great, I mean, really, you're going to spend that money on stupid stuff. Because we do, right?
We do.
I'm going to come back for just a minute. My son drove his girlfriend's car to college the other day in Boise State because she has the parking permit, which is like $300, and left the lights on.
Oh, whoops.
So it's 5:30. He buzzes me and he's like, hey, I left the lights on and the car won't start. I was just pulling up out front after dropping the trailer off at storage and going to the store with my wife. When we get back, we didn't even come in the house. Like, okay, round up the kiddos, get them in the truck, and go rescue my son from Boise State. But now we've got everybody mobile and everybody together. So we're like, let's catch Mexican food on the way home.
There you go.
And we did that. And that was dangerously close to what you'd spend for a membership for PPI for a year.
For a second there, I was trying to follow what you were even going at, but now I'm slow.
See the connection there?
Yeah,
just without even planning
like,
we spent the same money that I would spend to be a PPI member in a year.
Yes.
And I know it just happens without thinking about it. So listen, the whole point of PPI is that you're involved in something bigger than yourself. That you're getting out of your affirmation network of the friends. Oh, your work is lovely. It's so great. Pfft, right? Maybe it is. Maybe it's fabulous. But connect with professionals. Yeah. Folks, so for me, it's folks at both ends of the spectrum that I enjoy talking to. I enjoy talking to folks who are better at it than I am, who are better at photography or better at something that I don't do well. Better at the business aspect of it. The amount of knowledge that I've sucked from Sam, okay, with his presentation down in Albion and his presentation at convention, I would not have that. You know what? My favorite thing that I've taken from him is the gifting that he does to his clients.
Yeah.
So I'm working with an agency here in town to build a gift box that has some things relevant to what I do. That and I don't have like that one client. My client is usually the gatekeeper, or it's the person that I call the head which wayer for some company. They're the head of marketing, or they're the executive secretary, or whatever they are. They sit in some position that controls who does what for the company. I want to give them something that they'll enjoy, that they can use, that they can, occasionally be thinking of us with, because being top of mind is super important.
Yep.
I got that from Sam. So anyway, and I love helping the new folks. I love loaning my equipment. I'm going to say this. I'm going to regret saying this on live. I love loaning my equipment out to help solve a problem that you might have for a job that you're going to do that maybe you haven't done before. A couple weeks ago, maybe 2 or 3, Derek Pollard was over here. He was going to be shooting something that required a camera mast, and he hadn't done that before. Well, I've done that a gazillion times. So he came over. We went outside and practiced using the camera mast photographing my house, and then he borrowed everything he needed to go to the camera mast. And then he came back and he bought most of it from me.
Yes, Bob is very generous that way.
But that's my point. Is like you are too. You are super generous in sharing what you what you do and what you know, right? Everybody in our network, everybody in Professional Photographers of Idaho is that way. So if you're feeling like, well, I'm not pro enough to be a member, if you are trying to be pro enough, this is where you belong.
Well, and it's a legitimized way to get that help and information, rather than what sometimes you find in the industry, where people, I've heard, have a hard time getting someone to help them, because nobody wants to feel like they're just, it's a one-way thing.
Right.
But we believe in a win-win, right? And so we're helping each other.
Yeah.
And just as a side note too, the dues that you pay, we're a nonprofit organization. And we're all volunteers. We're all volunteers, and we're all volunteering our time. So everything goes into just making the gears run, right? So providing.
So I'm going to come back to our members here for just a minute. See that cool segue there?
Yes.
I'm going to come back to the members here for just a minute.
Yeah.
Kim is going to be there. Mike Collins says, today is pizza day? Yes.
Yes, it's pizza day.
It's pizza day. Watch this. I'm going to punch in. Boom. Yes, today is pizza day. Join us. And
he has a little too much fun.
Carrie Grant can't make it today.
Bummer.
She has retreat images to edit.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah, I don't, because I didn't actually take any pictures with my cameras, because they were
pictures of us
used, right?
Yeah. Video.
So that's cool. Look, I'm just going to hit a couple things and we're going to wrap it up, because it's 11:40-ish. And hit the YouTube channel. We're Professional Photographers of Idaho on there. It's got our logo that you see everywhere. Like and subscribe. Like the videos you're watching, subscribe to the channel. It helps us greatly. YouTube gives us more ability as our subscribership grows. So please hit that subscribe button there. And tell your friends about us.
Yeah, share it.
If you're in the photography community, maybe you're in a camera club, maybe you've got photographer friends, bring them here. This is a great place to start. Bring them to lunch today. That's an even better place to start. And
Sounds great.
Yeah, we did it. I think we're going to wrap it right here.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. So we're going to fade to black.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you at lunch.